I have prepared 2 decks for you. We have Hammer Time or we have Money Pile. Which would you prefer? Both? Both? Both. Both is good. Alright, what is up my friends? Welcome to another Monday video here on CoolStuffInc.com. Can't decide what modern deck to play? Just play both of them. Alright, we have a crazy deck here. Played by Toscani in a Magic Online League to a 5-0 finish. We have Omnath, Hammer Time. And this might look like 2 modern decks just shuffled together. And it basically is. So what the hell is going on here? Alright, so we have the Hammer Time portion of the deck, which of course is the Stoneforge Mystic, Puresteel Paladin, Colossus Hammer package, looking to get Colossus Hammer onto a creature as early as possible using Sigarda's Aid and Puresteel Paladin, while also using Stoneforge Mystic to go find your hammers, and of course get other equipments like Batterskull and Kaldra Compleat, and Esper Sentinel's there also to draw some cards. It's also an artifact, yada yada yada. So we got the Stoneforge and Hammer Time half of the deck. But then we have the Money Pile half of the deck. Of course, 4-color, Money Pile, whatever you want to call it, is one of the best decks in Modern right now, playing all the broken Modern Horizons 2 cards. And this deck is playing that part as well. We got Ragavan here, of course, very, very good. We have Wrenn and Six, which honestly works pretty well in the deck with the Canopy lands and the Urza Sagas. We've got Omnath, Locus of Creation, which is a little more awkward with Urza Saga, but plays well with Hierarch and Springleaf Drum. Teferi Time Raveler, always good just in general, and then good in combo decks, which is cool because your opponent can't interact with you on their turn. And Noble Hierarch to kind of bring it all together mana-wise. So we have a deck that is doing both things at once. If they have a lot of removal for you to deal with your Stoneforge Mystic Colossus Hammer plan, just hit them with the old Omnath Wrenn and Six. And if they're playing a deck that's kind of like, say, Tron or some sort of like super linear deck that tries to avoid the card advantage, you just kill them with freaking hammers. So, this deck is absolutely crazy. One of those lists where you look at and you just shake your head. You just go, what in the world is going on? Sideboard's all one-ofs. Prismatic Ending, March, a lot of the cards we'd expect here. Lion Sash. It's the white sideboard and then the multi-card sideboard. Meddling Mage, Lavinia, Gaddock Teeg. But we're going to try this ridiculous pile of cards out and see how it works. Because I'm sorry, I saw this and I was like, yo, we got to do that. All right, so let's get right into the games. First, quick word from our sponsor, CoolStuffInc.com.
Cool Stuff Inc. is proud to sponsor Jim Davis. We offer great deals on card games, tabletop RPGs, board games, and more. Get a free token featuring Jim Davis and take 5% off your next order if you use the code JIM5 at checkout. CoolStuffInc.com. Cool stuff in stock.
Die roll winners playing against Yorion, and our hand is definitely interesting. The old Esper Sentinel double saga Wrenn to Fairy hand. We can keep this though. This is fine. Turn Sentinel's really good, obviously, so we'll keep this. Hope that Sentinel draws us at least 1 card. We can go find a land for Wrenn, and then we're off to the races. So we're gonna get is it a green-white or a red-white land? Given that we can draw Hierarch, Ragavan is our split. Got Horizon Canopy. I think it's the green. I think drawing Hierarch's better than drawing Ragavan on turn 2, so I suppose we Hierarch can't cast a Wrenn, but it can cast a Fairy, so let's draw a card here, Draw land. Nope. Makes things pretty awkward. Here comes Sentinel. Here comes Sentinel. Here comes Sentinel. Right down Yorion Lane. It's not quite Christmas time yet. Summer is coming to an end, though. Flood Strand for a Triome, probably. Yep. All right. Crucible of Defiance. Oh, crap. All right, well, they have Wrenn. I draw a card, though. Draw Puresteel Paladin. I really don't want to play a second Saga here. Draw Ragavan. Oh, you're killing me here. Just killing me. Straws have not been very good. Alright. I guess we're going to make a token. I mean, make a token, maybe make a token, get Springleaf Drum, play Ragavan. We'll see. We get a hammer. We're currently light on artifacts. Let's see. Let's see what's up here. Of course, Rem at the soft ban on 1 toughness creatures. Get a land back. Do your thing. And crack the fetch. You can see it's a fairy here too. How I bounce my Saga. Oh, no blue, no blue. Just a basic snow-covered swamp. All right, what do you got for me? I think they had Teferi and they just screwed up. That's what I think. That's my thought on the issue. All right, make current construct, untap, and draw land. Yes. All right, so we got Saga going up here. We're going to make it a token. And then we're going to go get what? What is the question? What are we going to get? I think a drum. I think that the second Saga can get a hammer. Let's just get drum. Cast our spells. So we get a drum. We play a land. I'm going to attempt to attack this Wrenn and Six, I think. And then we'll play Wrenn and get back a land. Let's see what happens. Attack Wrenn. Solitude. Awesome. As long as I don't have another Ephemerate. They pitched an Ephemerate to Solitude. They have another Ephemerate here. We're just dead. They're not dead, but they're going to kill the untap one. They're going to block. Wow, okay. Ephemerate too. Oh, whatever. All right. Yeah, I guess. All right, well, I guess I'm an idiot for not casting my, for not just casting my spell in my main phase. So they were able to kill my creature, and now I can't, now I can't do anything? Sure. All right, well, we're not going to fetch now because they can just blink their Solitude, so sure, I guess. Go fetch a red something land. Crack Strand. Get Breeding Pool. Here comes the Teferi. No. Risen Reef. That's bad. All right, well, I think we're in trouble. Think they have a third Ephemerate? No way, right? No way. Crack Mesa. I think it's a red. I want to cast Wrenn. I want to make a token too, though. I can't do all of it. I'll just get a red. Get a red. Let's draw a land, please. Is that possible? We draw a land? No. I make a token. I can't Wrenn their Risen Reef. So rude. So rude. They have 5 cards in their hand. All right, let's make a mana, I guess. And get a Colossus Hammer. And it kind of sucks because I want to kill this Risen Reef, but I also want to just get a land back too because we're stuck on lands, which is not ideal. If I cast Ragavan, they just kill it with Wrenn, which kind of sucks, but it denies them getting a land back, I guess. So it's like not the worst. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Definitely got to kill Risen Reef. All right. If I play, and if Wrenn kills Reef, they just kill it with Solitude. Yeah, this is a pretty shitty game. This is turn 5. Yeah, I guess we've stacked some lands to our Urza Sagas, but about as awkward of a hand as you could possibly have here. All right, let's just 2, 3, 4. I could no, I can't do that. I can't dash Ragavan and Wrenn. All right, I'll just kill the Risen Reef, whatever. I think this deck might need another non-Urza Saga land or two, honestly. I'll scoop to Ephemerate here. Maybe they have a third Ephemerate. They don't. All right, so just going to say, Gyo. We lose Wrenn. They still have Wrenn. Go on. Don't really see this game ending too well for us here, unfortunately. Tap 4 for Omnath, but they must tap their lands. Try that one again. All right, we're just going to go to the next game. That's fine. Okay. All right, tough game. Tough game. What do we want here? So, I don't really want Ending or March. Meddling Mage, Gaddock Teeg, Pithing Needle, Alpine Moon. I don't really want any of this, honestly. I just run it back. Yeah, I'm just running it back. None of our cyber cards seem super interesting. Like, Prismatic Ending is, like, fine, but, like, I don't want a reactive card. I think we just want to do our thing. So, all right, we're going to go and go to play first. Our hand is passable, if unexciting. We're going to keep. Go get ourselves a green white source. We already have Sunbaked Canyon. Yeah, sure, whatever. And cast Hierarch and say go. We get to go Stoneforge next turn. We already have the Kaldra. Another Stoneforge Mystic. So, do we attack for 1 and take less damage on the fetches? No, I don't think so. We just fetch a blue source here. Take the damage, whatever. We're the beatdown here. Stoneforge for... Is it a hammer or a sword of fire? I obviously already have the Kaldra. If we get anything that's not a hammer, it looks like we have Kaldra in our hand already, which is, I guess, like, not the end of the world, but... Sword of Fire and Ice is okay. It's not bad. Let's get Sword. And attack for 1. And just ship it. If Wrenn here kills Hierarch, we called her to kill Wrenn, which is great. I think we're in pretty good shape this game. What you got, friend? Pitch Solitude, pitching Kitsaki's War Wage. Sure. They have Ephemerate again? No? Okay, cool. All right, sure. Puresteel Paladin. All right. It's not bad. I think we're just jamming here, right? We're just going to cast Puresteel Paladin and the other card. Getting a red's a little painful. Just take... we'll just do it. Like if we play Canyon now, we'll take at least 2 off the Canyon, whereas just 3 off this thing, so we'll just do this now. Play this and get Stomping Ground. And we'll cast Stoneforge Mystic. And go get a hammer now that we have Puresteel Paladin. The question is, do I cast Paladin or not? I just cast the Paladin. Because now, like, I could have waited on Paladin and tried to cast a hammer, draw a card off of it, but I think this is fine. So we're looking at Hallowed Fountain. They're going to play Ice Fang in response, sure. Of course, Paladin is whatever equipment ETBs. We get to draw cards. We have the activations and the casting of equipments. Really don't want my Paladin to die here. Risen Reef, sure. Untap and draw Urza's Sega. Cool. So let's play a hammer and draw a card. And see if we can't draw an artifact. Get our hammer equipped. Do I want to use... I'm going to use the Saga. Let's play Saga. Trigger. Cast Hammer. Draw a card off of the Puresteel Paladin. Draw Wrenn. Wrenn kills the Risen Reef, which is kind of cool. So let's leave that option available to us and put in our Kaldra so we can draw a card. See what else we draw. So draw a card again. Living Weapon. Draw Arid Mesa. All right. And then we're going to... I guess we'll red and green. Play red. Kill this. I only have 2 artifacts in play, so I can't equip this for only costs 8. Still pretty good though. This is a pretty good game. This is going pretty well for us. We got Saga to make a construct next turn. That gives us our 3rd artifact. We have Sword of Fire nice in hand. We can put that in, do some work with that as well. They're at 9 already. Now they're at 8. All right, so play Omnath, which is fine. Draw their card. Gain 4, crack the fetch. Get a land, make 5 mana. Mistap for Solitude. Nope. Hardcast Force of Vigor on Saga and Hammer. Okay, that's pretty good, but sure. They're just dead on board to my sword, so just face up dead on board. They should know I have a sword. Cool. I'll take that. Whatever. Draw another Saga. Put in the swords. They can't have like force engage or something stupid like that. Draw a card. It's another Hierarch too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Put this here. Actually, I could have equipped for free. No, I couldn't have. Never mind. Play another Hierarch. And just get in with the biggest, meanest germ you ever seen. There we go. That's better. That was a better game. We like that. All right. Game 3. Any changes? I don't think so. Yeah, we're good. Needles, whatever. Yeah, we're just good. Playing finicky cards on the board, I think. Oh boy. All right, so we have turn 1 Sentinel, turn 2 Stoneforge. And then we have Wrenn. Also, we can keep this. This is good. Keep this. Obviously, turn 2 Wrenn on the play to kill my Sentinel sucks. We still draw a card, though, so... We're going to lead on... Let's see, Puresteel Paladin. Just get Temple Garden, I guess. Temple Garden, and we can get Wrenn or Stoneforge. I like that. I feel like we're getting Wrenn here, but... We're going to fetch a response. Stifle me? Triome. Temple Garden, right? Temple Garden. Take 2 and play Esper Sentinel. Please don't Wrenn me, breh. They got Wrenn. No Wrenn. Okay, cool. Wow. All right, sack for 1. Drop Batterskull. That's a lot of equipments. And now the question is, do I want a Stoneforge or do I want to Wrenn? I think we want to Wrenn here. We just want to get our mana going here so we can guarantee a land drop for next turn. So play Wrenn. Plus in the land. And say go. Next turn can be Paladin plus Shadow Spear to draw a card. You can do Stoneforge. You can do a lot of things here. Most important, though, is that our mana's flowing. Now we've got a solid flow of a land every turn. We got some things to do. Pretty good mana on their side. The old Triomes. Temple Garden Shocks. Abundant Growth. Pay the 1, please. They're going to pay it. They're a good citizen. They're paying their taxes. And then a green for another growth. Sure. Whatever. So this is good. They're drawing the 80 card fluffy part of their deck with these abundant growths. They're going to pitch Fury and they're going to kill Wrenn. Sure, that's fine. Wrenn did its job. So Wrenn was a 3-for-1 there. They killed Fury, the card they exiled, and we got a land back for us, which is great. So we draw a Horizon Canopy. And now our options are numerous. Stoneforge Mystic, Puresteel Paladin. I think I just like Paladin plus Shadow Spear, honestly. Just like play the Paladin, get it in play, draw a card off Shadow Spear. We have Stoneforge for Hammer next turn if we want it. We also have plenty of gas also. Drawing cards is great. Let's get a blue land. Hallowed Fountain. Shock it in. Taking some damage here, whatever, you know. Puresteel Paladin. Shadow Spear, draw. Unless they have Solitude, which would be fine, honestly. They can't pitch all their cards forever, you know. They're not infinite cards. Always yes, draw a card. We draw our own Omnath. Ooh. Sure. In for 1. All right, so you go. So Stoneforge for Hammer, and then equip if you want it next turn, or we can play Omnath. See if they tap out or not. Scariest thing here is probably like Fury Ephemerate. I guess Solid Ephemerate's also stupid, but crack the fetch. One green, one blue, one white, one. All right, so they have an Omnath, sure. They have Omnath, but they can't play a land. So similar spot to us. We, on the other hand, have another Esper Sentinel. So I think I like Sentinel, Stoneforge, Hammer, play, equip, attack. If they have Solitude, so be it. Could have Force of Vigor also. We'll play that. Play with Sentinel first, though. Try and draw that out. So play Sentinel. Play Stoneforge Mystic. Get a hammer. Stop. It's hammer time. Hammer. Land. Cast hammer. Draw a card. They have the force. I draw 2 if they have force, so it's not that bad of an exchange. I still have Batterskull. They don't have a force. Wow, okay. So we're going to attempt to equip this on the Esper Sentinel. They have Solitude. Why would they Solitude here, though? Because now I just put it on the Paladin. Oh, they're hitting the Paladin. Well, too late for that. I already equipped. It's on, folks. The pants are on. We wear the pants here, all right? They have 2 cards left. They pitched another Solitude. All right, we're in. Here we go. Attack for 11. And then obviously their next spell is going to be taxed and they can't pay 11. So they're going to go to 2 here. I'm going to have to gain some life back, but not all of it, you know? I think drawing a fetch land next turn would be sweet. We can go Omnath, fetch land, bunch of mana, do a bunch of stuff. They play a Strand. They gain 4. They crack the Strand. They have 9 mana to work with here. which is just ridiculous. 9 mana, 2 cards. Buy Yorion. If it's just buy Yorion, cast Yorion, then we're good to go here. Lightning Bolt, targeting the Stoneforge Mystic. I draw a card. I draw a card. Attack with Omnath. Okay. I mean, so they're going to Yorion. We just have Sword Ridge. There's that again. Sword of freaking Fire and Ice, folks. Yorion draws them. Actually, I guess they could draw like a Solitude. They've already cast a bunch of Solitudes at this point, but Solitude off of their Abundant Growths. But I think we're going to go for it, so. Solitude or Force of Vigor, I guess. That'd suck to lose this game. Let's draw a fetch. So we can go Omnath, fetch, 5 mana, sword, equip, attack, and then worst case scenario, they have a force or whatever. We still have Omnath and we gain a bunch of life and stuff. So 1 fetch land, please. Nope. All right, so yeah, just cast sword and hope they don't have it, honestly. They have 6 toughness, so Shadow Spear is not enough by itself. It's 9 toughness. They would take 3. Yeah, just sort it up. If they drew Solitude or Force of Vigor, we're probably going to lose, actually. But what are you going to do? You know? What are you going to do? Pay some life. Pay the equips. That's what I'm talking about. Sword of Fire and Ice all day. Suck it, money pile. We like that. We like that. So we've put away the Omnath cards. We're back to playing regular hammer time here. So we're on the play. We have Total Ragavan on the play. We also have Sentinel and Puresteel and Hammer. I'm gonna keep this. If they kill the Ragavan, the Sentinel will be fine. We can just draw a land, obviously. So they have to deal with Ragavan on the play. And if they do, we can still draw a land. And if we don't draw a land, we still have Sentinel. And they have to deal with that and then not have us draw cards and then draw land, yada, yada, yada. So I think this is fun. It's not ideal, but I think it's fun. All right, here we go. Ragabuddy, do your thing. Go get him, buddy. Monkey, monkey, monkey. Spirebluff Canal. It's not a good sign for it living. Oh, it lived. Okay. So bad news is that Ragavan's not going to make it here. The good news is the Sentinel should be pretty good here. So Ragavan trade with Channeler isn't too bad, though. So they bobble. They keep the card. They keep the card. All right, so we draw land, please. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Now what, though? Now what is the question? I mean, we're going to send in Ragavan, obviously. They're going to block. I think trading here is fine regardless. I think we're just playing Stoneforge Mystic. The question is, what are we getting? That is the big question. So let's attack with our Ragavan, see what happens. I imagine there's some world where they let this hit for some reason, if they have a reason to do so, but I think that's very, very unlikely. So we trade. And now we go get probably a red, white, or green, white land and cast Stoneforge Mystic. And I'm pretty sure we're just getting is it a hammer or is it a Kaldra? Force them to kill Stoneforge this turn. I think it's Kaldra, actually. We have another Stoneforge and hammer also. I get Kaldra and Sego. I think ideally we draw another land here. We can go put this in Sentinel, or if they kill this, we can go Puresteel, Hammer, draw a card. Steam Vents. Dragon Rage Channeler. Did they find the heat? They're bringing the heat. They're bringing the heat. All right, sure. Kill that. And that is their, they've been to Spirebluff Canal. We draw land, please? I'll take a land here. No. How about another Ragavan? Okay. We're at 15 and now we're on the clock, which kind of sucks. We could go Sentinel plus Ragavan. Problem is they just go like Murktide, and we're probably in some pretty big doo-doo. It's pretty hard to equip a Colossus Hammer next turn. If I play Stoneforge, though, like, we're really banking on drawing a land in that case. I think it's just Ragavan Sentinel. I don't like it, but if they have Murktide, we probably just can't get ahead, unfortunately. We'll see. Still early enough that Sentinel might draw us a card, so... Yeah, missing that third land drop. It's like it needs more lands. Definitely needs more lands. Attack for 3. You got it. No choice in the matter. It's part of the rules. Island. Shredder. Go. Okay. Urza Saga. Okay. I mean, so obviously the problem here is that don't have a third artifact. We're going to trigger Shredder, which is kind of whatever, I guess. We should go Puresteel Colossus Hammer here. Yeah, I think so. Play Saga. And play Puresteel. Play Hammer. Grows the Shredder. They discard a Murktide, which is probably bad news. It means they have a second copy in their hand. We draw another Hammer. All right. I mean, that's not the worst. We're one short of equipping, unfortunately. So we're a little bit short here. You say go. I mean, now we've got hammers for days. So a lot of this is going to come down to, does Puresteel Paladin live or not? Or can we draw Sigarda's Aid? That would obviously be not bad. Play land number 4. Oh, that's a great sign. Oh, wow. Crack the Islet immediately? That's their first action? That's really good for us. Here comes Channeler. Here comes Channeler. Here comes Channeler. Untap and draw land. Another land. Okay, that's cool. Okay. So, play Saga. Cast Colossus Hammer. I think they might have F6, folks. I think the game's over. Move to put Hammer on Sentinel. Okay, that's good. That's good. Move to put Hammer on Ragavan. That's enough damage to kill them, and they seem to be F6'd, so we attack with everything, and then just hope we don't die next turn. To like double volt. Stoneforge. I could just Stoneforge for Shadow Spear, actually. Let's do that. Let's try and play around the... Yeah, sure. Play Stoneforge. They get to Connive. They discard a... I guess I could have like Counterspell here, but whatever. They seem to have nothing. So... Shadow Spear. Cast Shadow Spear. Draw a card. Oh my god. This is just a freebie here? Alright. Here comes Ragavan. Here comes Ragavan. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna attack and kill you. What a weird game. They like had a decent start, but they just bricked off, I guess, honestly. Must have just like a heavy creature draw, I guess. So we just gain 13, trigger. Yeah, the game is over. I mean, it's over now. Ragavan triggers. What happened, opponent? They must have like a very creaturey hand, I guess. Just like multiple shredders and stuff. That was a cool game. It's a pretty cool game. Hello, opponent. What's up? Ragavan trigger on the stack. Remember, folks, there's always a companion article to this video, as always, on CoolStuffInc.com. I do a written article Friday, video article Monday. We're watching us on Monday right now. It's been a pretty crazy weekend. Of course, the full set review happened for a set last Friday. Also, my article last Friday was my, oh my God, it's a lightning bolt. Oh my God, it's a lightning bolt? Get out of town. Get out of here. Boom. What a game. And of course, full set review on my own personal content channel, as well as my love-hate article on Cool Stuff on Friday. And then this is the big week, folks. The release of Dominaria United tomorrow, which is Tuesday, is the early access stream for my 10 new brews. My article on Friday on CoolStuffInc.com will have my 10 new brews, all my thoughts on them as usual. Bronze Mythic's going to be starting up for this set. It's going to be crazy. It was a very important set for me because obviously this is my World set. This is the format for Worlds, so I'm very, very excited. So look for all that and more, which is great. We're going to bring in some, I guess, some removal spells. We want... I mean, Blacksmith's skill is certainly interesting. Relic's not great. It's like only good against exactly Murktide. Pithing Needle is kind of whatever. Alpine Moon Magistrate, Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace is actually... It's bad with our Wrenn, but it's good against the other stuff, so I think it's fine. Sanctifier and Vex also fine. So what's coming out here? So we have a number of cards we can bring in for sure. Funny, I think the Omnaths come out. They're bad against counter spells. They've been kind of awkward in general, but they're just kind of clunky. We really want to make our deck as lean as possible against them. I kind of want to cut one of the equipments, but I'm not sure which. Obviously, Sword of Fire and Ice is protection from their entire deck. Batterskull life gain certainly is reasonable, although I guess the Shadow Spear can do that too a little bit. And then Kaldra Compleat is a fast clock and makes Stoneforge a threat in and of itself. But I feel like we have one too many equipments. Teferi's pretty good. Sentinel's great. Hierarch's great. Hammer's great. What equipment do we... Guys, we're on the draw. I mean, on the draw, we cut the Kaldra Compleat. And on the play, we cut the Batterskull. I kind of like that. I guess, you know what? Maybe Sword isn't that good. Sword doesn't really kill their creatures. It can't kill a Delirium Channeler. It can't kill a Shredder. And it can't kill a Murktide. And I don't think we really need, like, unblockable. Yeah, I'm going to go cut the Sword, actually. Cut the Sword. And we got to cut one more card. One more card. Shadow Spear, Springleaf Drum, Hierarch, Ragavan, Magnetic Theft, Sentinel, Puresteel. Renn's good. Teferi's obviously good against counterspells, good against their single threats usually. We shave our Wrenn kills Ragavan too. Blacksmith skill, Prismatic Ending, March. We don't March. I mean, March and Ending are both pretty bad. I'll just cut the March. Like, Ending, you know, Murktide's their main threat, and you can't Ending or March that. So, like, but having an answer to Ragavan on the draw is kind of fine. Like, specifically just like, they play Ragavan in the play, I can answer it on the draw, and Ending does that, so. Alright. We've got Sigarda's Aid. This is not a great hand. Sigarda's Aid, an uncastable Puresteel Paladin, uncastable Batterskull, uncastable Teferi, and a Theft. I'm going to mulligan this. This hand just seems terrible. Just too many parts we like don't want. We don't want to draw Batterskull usually. Yeah, I'm just gonna mulligan. We have two redundant pieces here, so let's mulligan. Mulligan into another hand of the week. All right, sure. Good old hand of the week. Sure. The old white, red, green, 2 Urza Saga hand. So mulligan down to 5. Pretty good hand though. We can keep this. Keep this to ship 2 lands. Hallowed Fountain and Heath, and just hope that Wrenn can get us there. Prefer no 1-drop here, that's for sure. Don't play Ragavan. Bobble, all right. It's interesting that they would play Bobble in this manner. Okay, sure. Puresteel Paladin. Okay. So we're just getting Sacred Mesa and then Temple Garden to cast the Wrenn. They're going to consider, sure. Keep the card on top. But now, of course, they have Ragavan or Channeler, I have Wrenn, but All right, so they're just gonna do probably have Counterspell. Foundry. Now the question is, what do we want to do here? Another hammer? We really got to resolve this this Wrenn, I think. So I think maybe we should go for Paladin. I think Paladin, like, the problem is if you told me, Jim, you're 100% drawing a third land next turn, I slam Wrenn and get it countered here. So I can go Paladin plus Hammer. But because we don't know that, the Paladin's like kind of bad. This is tough. This is a really tough one. Really want the Wrenn to resolve. Play Paladin, and they just have a removal spell. They won't counter it, and they'll just cast their removal spell instead, which also sucks. I think it's Wrenn. They're going to counter it, and then we just need to draw land. Just go Paladin plus Hammer. Obviously feels bad when you're on 5 cards here. You know, give me an extra land, an extra spell. Like, this is like not even an issue, but it resolved. Wow. All right. Ship it. They must have removal and not a counterspell. That's freaking awesome. So, all right, cool. Iteration. I mean, this is going very well for us. All right, so yeah, I mean, sure, it's great. Iteration, play a land. Now we're just off to the races. Urza Saga, that's also pretty good. We can just attempt to resolve Teferi here, honestly. I'm like totally down for that. They probably can't counter it. And then their counter spells are off. And then we have a way to remove a creature, as well as Puresteel, Double Hammer, and Saga next turn. Say like Spell Pierce. Like they made Spell Pierce, so they countered this though. So Ravel in Time, plussing and sing. Yeah. I mean, we're off to the races now. This is like, it'd be hard for this game to be going better for us, honestly. Island Steam Vents. Maybe they're building out the Blood Moon. That would be pretty devastating, actually. But I'll just bounce it actually with the Teferi, right? All right. So I mean, they're just gonna say go, but they haven't done anything, and we have Teferi in play. Sure. This is getting a little silly, I think. All right. Yeah. Plus Wrenn. This game is very, very over. Play Saga. Play Springleaf Drum. Play Puresteel Paladin. Play Colossus Hammer. Draw a card. Play Colossus Hammer. Draw a card. Equip Colossus Hammer. Equip Colossus Hammer. Plus Teferi. And I guess they go. I don't know what happened this game, honestly, to our poor opponent. Like, I don't know what's going on. They shotgun Steam Vents. I mean, they don't play. I don't know what's happening anymore. I'm lost. Alpine Moon. All right, maybe they over-sideboarded, I guess. So the Moon hits the Saga, of course, which is annoying, but whatever. We still have our 22/22 creature here. Explosives. All right, so this is what happened. This now is starting to make sense. They had a very sideboard heavy. Obviously, sequencing there wasn't very good. They have a very sideboard heavy hand, which explains why their hand was so weird. They definitely made a mistake there by playing the Alpine Moon first. They still killed the Saga, but now I have to get it back. So I get back Saga. I'm just gonna plus the Teferi again. I'm in no rush to bounce anything. And play this. Play Sentinel. Play Hierarch, attack for 3. Pretty good explosives there. If they had sequenced their Alpine Moon and explosives better, I guess like we're still in pretty good shape here, but we'll take it. We'll take it. That was sweet. All right, not too bad of a hand here. This deck looks almost normal. right? Noble Hierarch and it's a fairy, right? Opponent's playing Yorion. We're going to keep this hand. We're on the play. Turn to Teferi if we want it. We got Stoneforge if we want it. Sounds good. Sounds good. I like it. Give me Noble Hierarch, please. Thank you. Segyo. So turn 2, we decide if we want to play Teferi. Do I want to play Saga? Do I want to play Stoneforge Mystic? Windswept Heath. Snow-covered forest. Abundant growth. Okay. It's a little money pile action. What do we want to do? What do we want to do? Puresteel Paladin. I don't want to get Rend. They rend my Hierarch. I'm also not ready to commit to paying mana into Saga yet. So I also want to kind of hold the equipment I get for Puresteel Paladin. I kind of like just getting Kaldra here, because if they have Rend to kill this, I have Kaldra. They can have Solitude, I guess, but whatever. You can't play on the freaking pitch spells, unfortunately, because it's stupid cards. But yeah, let's get Stoneforge here. Let's get Kaldra Compleat. So go get a Kaldra. Attack for 1, just so you go. So now if they rend us, we just slap back and kill the Wrenn, which is great. Temple Garden. Alright, they have the Wrenn. They must have Solitude too, I guess. That sucks. Alright. I think a Solitude now rather than Solitude the Stoneforge rather than the... Yeah, they're going to do that. Okay, so Solitude hitting the Stoneforge. Yeah, good old pitch spells, you know. Alright, so they say by Omnath. Obviously, Wrenn just gets the card advantage back from the card advantage they lost from Solitude, which is really annoying, but we, I guess we're just going to play another Stoneforge Mystic. Kind of sucks. I don't really want to make a token next turn, probably. I think he's like needs another land or two. Like, the Urza Sagas are like only like half lands in this deck. So, like, I think we're just a little light on mana, unfortunately, but, yeah, we're going to Stoneforge. This one gets a hammer, I think. Yeah. And we're going to hold the hammer. I'm good. I'm good. Oath of Nissa. All right. A little of a curveball here. More of a Pioneer card. What's Oath of Nissa going to get? It's going to get a Boseiju who indoors. It's pretty annoying. Now they have Boseiju plus Wrenn locked up. I guess we have like lands to get, so whatever. It's fine. You get Boseiju my Saga? And just buy it back with Wrenn? I'm cool with that, honestly. Yeah, sure, whatever. It's great. I wasn't planning on using it anyway, so. And now we'll get a red land. We'll get a Stomping Ground. Or Foundry. Probably Stomping Ground. I will not pay 2 life. And now I have Puresteel, draw off Hammer, or just play Wrenn. Buy back the Boseiju. Sure, they can Boseiju over and over again. I can just keep getting lands. That's kind of fine, honestly. So, draw another Saga anyway. Lol. Now the question is, what do we do here? Do you want to go... I was going to go Wrenn buyback, but now it might just be Puresteel, play Hammer, draw. And then if I draw... No, that doesn't really... I guess Stoneforge is active too, right? I should probably just use that. Hold on. Yeah, we'll just Stoneforge here. We'll just Stoneforge the Kaldra and then cast Wrenn. Let's play another Saga. I guess I should have probably gotten one back to my graveyard. Whatever. Check for another Solitude. Put in the Kaldra Compleat. Attack the Wrenn. That's a positive impact there. Red, green, play Wrenn, buy back Urza Saga. Obviously, Wrenn plus Saga is very, very good. And we just say go here. Boseiju can't kill this. It's indestructible. Attacking from all angles, folks. Attacking from all angles. All right, so land 4, say go, 4 cards in hand. Interesting. We know they have Boseiju in hand. Untap and draw Ragavan. Interesting. Saga goes to 2. Okay. I think we Puresteel Hammer to start. Puresteel Paladin. Cast Hammer. Draw a card off Paladin, which is just great. Ragavan. Alright. I'm just going to do everything. Just play Saga. Dash Ragavan. Just go nuts. And then if you get a treasure off Ragavan, we get to move the hammer on something, which is cool. Obviously, they have the Boseiju, but the more the Boseiju is, the better it is, I think. So, dash Ragavan. It's a freaking party, folks. Let's go. Attack with everything. Send in the clowns. Could have been Ice Fang, I guess, but whatever, it's fine. They have like Ice Fang Boseiju here. Crack a fetch. Yeah, definitely Ice Fang Boseiju, but I don't think it's like bad for us at all, so. No. Odawara the Germ token. Sayonara, Germ. They call me Dr. Germ. Take 3. Trigger Ragavan. Ragavan will hit an Ice Fang, which we cannot cast. And now we have equipped 0, right? Put this onto the Stoneforge Mystic. And then I guess Wrenn. Do I want to go down here and just like poke them for 1? I don't see us needing to go up really to defend. I guess they have like Fury. Doesn't really matter, I don't think either. I'm just gonna dink them. And we'll just say go here. Oh, I can actually cast. If I cast, I could cast Ragavan and replace the one that I dashed, but that seems very ridiculous. So just say go. These treasures also help out our sagas as well as our Colossus Hammer activations. So all right, what do you got? Fairy Time Raveler, sure. Then what? Our board's pretty good. They're going to bounce the Puresteel Paladin, sure. Well, they're at 11, and I have a 11 damage, and they're just gonna pack it in. Sweet. Sweet game. That was an awesome game. All right, so I don't think I really want much. Like, Prismatic Ending can kill 1 or 2 things. Oh no, I think we just want to jam. Nothing here is too super exciting. Prismatic Ending like a Wrenn or something like that just doesn't even feel good, so I'll just do it. I'll just do the thing. Freaking Batterskull. Batter you over the skull. I wonder if Batterskull's like not even necessary in the main deck. Like, you're only getting it against like aggro Bernie decks, and like you already have the Colossus Hammer Fast Clock against them. I feel like there's like 1 too many equipments in the deck, and then at least 1 too few lands in the deck. That's my impressions so far. All right, we've got pretty good hand. Sounds great. Keep. It's like the same hand as last hand, right? Just Noble, Stoneforge, into Fairies. No Urza Saga this time. That's fun. We have Stomping Ground into Hallowed Fountain, probably. Tap land, go. I mean, now, unfortunately, if I play the freaking Hierarch, they have Wrenn. I really don't like the card Wrenn and Six. We can't, if they, like, they're an 80 card deck, we just can't not play Noble Hierarch here. It just sucks. But whatever, I guess. All right. Play Hierarchs. There you go. Oh, thank God. Oh, that's fine. Sure. Prismatic Ending all day. No problem. There's Stomping Ground. Sure. We're going to play a fetch and get a blue-white land. And fire up the old Stoneforge Mystic, getting, I'd say call it Kaldra. Give me the old Kaldra, and let's see, go. So we threaten Kaldra next turn. We have Teferi. We've got Saga, maybe. Saga's obviously awkward with Omnath, but they are going to Arisen Reef. Hit the land. That sucks. All right. Sword Fire, nice. Obviously, if they have a Solitude here, it's really, really bad for us. Not interested in Sagaing just yet. Teferi's bad. Yeah, it's just going for it, I guess. I don't really have too much choice. Attack. Looks like no Solitude. All right. They'll play Canopy because I'm not ready to start Saga yet. And then we also have Omnath. I can honestly see this deck playing less than 4 Saga too. You don't really necessarily need the Saga, and they're a little awkward as like pseudo lands. It's not like actual Hammer Time where all of your cards cost 1. Play Omnath with Brief and play. This is not good for us. No land, please. Oh, they hit the land. Always hit the land. All right, that's bad. We're in trouble. Yep, that's pretty silly. All right. Yeah, that's a pretty bad turn 4 for us. I think we're going to game 3 here. Reef, Omnath, Reef hit land, Omnath hit land, play Solitude. Doesn't get much better than that, honestly. I think we're dead. You can untap and draw a Puresteel Paladin. That does not do actual anything. Yeah. They can just like fetch land Yorion next turn. We're gonna go next game. All right, they got us. They got us. Good hand. Good hand. Good hand. That's okay. On the play for game 3. Not really much to change here, honestly. Like, wouldn't mind like a Mystical Dispute. The board seems pretty memey, honestly. Just like 5, 15 one-ofs, but wouldn't mind like a Mystical Dispute or something like that. Counter Omnath, counter Yorion, etc., etc. Just slide with me. Just slide with me. Because we have 19 lands, and with 4 of them being sagas, we only have like 15 actual lands. So I feel like I'd want at least a 20th land, and then maybe shave a saga or 2. Just don't think you need all 4 sagas. You know, 1 or 2. You know, just 1 saga is still good. You know, the second saga in the early game is pretty annoying, and like we're not a deck like Hammer Time or Affinity that can really use the saga super well early on. So I think that would be a change I would make. I'm not sure about this Magnetic Theft over the Fort Sigard as 8 either, but obviously good in the mirror. Among the Volshok, the most prized blades are those who killed the original owners. Yeah, 5 color deck is a little silly, or 4 color, whatever, 4 color stuff. All right, so on the play. Interesting. Very interesting hand. All right, we're going to keep this. Ideally, we're going to go Hierarch on 1, and then Wrenn plus Esper Sentinel on 2. Fetch ourselves I think a red-green land. Yeah, that's right, red-green land, so shock that. and play this. Just no prismatic ending, please, or the game actually just ends, but... Shit. Alright, it's a green. Whew, thank God. They're playing 80 cards, you know? Might have a Wrenn in their hand, and we don't want to do that regardless. Draw Hierarch, cool. So we go Wrenn. And now I think we cast, is it Sentinel or Second Hierarch, actually? It's actually kind of interesting. Play this. I guess Second Hierarch doesn't do a lot for us. Next turn, we make a land drop. We have 4 mana. 4 mana is enough to Stoneforge Sigarda's Hammer all in 1 turn. I don't want to have a Sentinel play. I think I want to play Sentinel here. Let's get a blue-white land, play Sentinel. So again, next turn is going to be get back a land, cast Stoneforge, cast Sigarda's Aid, cast Hammer, attack for 11. In theory, obviously. They could have a Fury, they could have a lot of things here to mess that up, but I think having access to that's a good start. It's a good start. Fluid Strand. Oath of Nissa. Pay your tax. Oh my God, they're getting smashed. Obviously, they should have Solitude. It sucks. It's like ooh, they tapped out on turn 2. Oh, just kidding. They could have Solitude. They could have Force of Vigor. They could have. Oh yeah, they've found Solitude. All right, sure. So they have Solitude. That's gonna change how we operate here a little bit, but get our land back. I mean, we could utilize double Sigarda's Aid against the single rule spell, but you target your 8 on 1, then target the 8 on a different creature. So they Solitude the 1 in response. Like I say, just like wait for it to resolve and Solitude and give you the life. I don't really care, but all right. Play land. I think we're just gonna play Sentinel, Stoneforge, Sigarda's Aid. They have a Fury. It's freaking gross. God, Fury and Solitude are so freaking stupid. Just such frustrating cards. All right, play Stoneforge Mystic. Just like make them use the Solitude. Like if they have Fury here, it's like just so gross. All right, let me play a second Sentinel. If they have Fury, it's bad no matter what. And this is better against everything that's not Fury. And I also want to have a creature in play for next turn. Either way, it's attack for 1, I guess. Sure, I should have attacked first, whatever. Attack for 2, sure. 2 me. 2 you. Just don't have Fury, please. Land. All right. No Fury is a start, I guess. Untap. Ooh, actually, hold on now. All right. Give back a land. So we're going to play land. Second Sigarda's Aid. And now we can really spread out our hammer triggers. So we're actually going to just attack with everything. All right, so no blocks. So we're going to cast a Colossus Hammer. We're going to stack our triggers on Sigarda's Aid. We're going to put 1 on this Esper Sentinel, and then 1 on this Esper Sentinel. So I will use the ability and put the hammer on this Sentinel, and then I'm going to not do it on the second one. So this is fine. So no. Okay. So 11. Right now we're attacking for 13. I'll pass priority. They're going to Solitude, pitching Knight of Autumn. They're going to target the super large Esper Sentinel. That is going to resolve. Do they have an Ephemerate? Please say no. God damn it. All right. They Sentinel. Pay the 1. Flicker Solitude. Target the other Sentinel. Okay. Keep their thing. We're now at 25 life. They're declaring blockers. We have second hammer, obviously. Oh. All right. Well, I forgot that they had... I don't know why they did that after blocks. I guess they wanted me to act first. I thought they hadn't blocked yet, so I obviously should have hammered there. That was a mistake. I screwed up, but that's okay. I mean, now there's no way they think we have hammer in our hands, so maybe we can use that to our advantage. And then this, of course, costs 8 to equip, so we'll just say go. Yeah, that was so I missed out on 10 damage probably. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's funny, I was talking about the games where we draw too many sagas. This is the game where I desperately want to draw a saga. All right, so Rebound Ephemerate. They're not going to cast the Rebounded Ephemerate. Very interesting. Very interesting. I think we're going to get him here with this hammer. Attacking Wrenn, sure. Block. Surprise! It's hammer time! I know you didn't see it coming because we should have played it last turn, but gotcha. All right, we're going to get double green or double red. Right, double red, I guess. Hammer time. And we'll target, once again, with Sigarda's Aid. This one will target the Hierarch. And this one will target here. So if this goes wrong for some reason, we'll end up on this one. So, yes. And then no. If you haven't played Hammer Time a lot, this is like the main trick you want to know with 2 Sigarda's Aids. Being able to do this and play our removal is great. So, standing strong here, Noble Hierarch. What do they have? What do they have? Is it a Boseiju? No. What do you got? It is a Boseiju. All right, that sucks. Sure. So kill the hammer, and we get our last land, unfortunately. So now we have no fetchable lands left, which is really, really annoying, but sure. Kill that. That sucks too, because we're actually close to just equipping hammer the old-fashioned way. Play Triome and say go. All right. They have 3 cards. We need to draw a spell here. We need to draw a spell for sure. That's a spell technically, I suppose. All right. I mean, we're gonna return the Heath, but again, we have nothing to get with it. So like, I don't know if playing it is worth it. Play Esper Sentinel. There's also not much to do with the Wrenn Ultimate in our deck. Just honestly like whatever, but attack for 2. And just look real fast at our deck list. So yeah, we have Fountain, Plains, Foundry, Stomping Ground, Temple Gardens. These were out of fetchable lands, and there are no spells to flash back, so it's not like we need the ultimate. So realistically, we're just chilling. Yeah, we're just gonna say go. I don't know why we would need this land in our hand, but same as it having it in play. They have 3 cards in their hand. They still have Yorion, obviously, which is pretty annoying, but just gotta draw a spell, honestly. Just gotta draw a spell. Take 3, or whatever. Or Wrenn takes 3. It's my fault, folks. I said we had too many Urza Sagas in the in-between before this game, and now my deck's like, you don't want Urza Saga, huh? I would kill for an Urza Saga right now. Actually, just kill for it. Like, please, God, give me an Urza Saga. That's all I want in the entire world. Let's go with my Wrenn here. Risen Reef. All right. Well, we can kill that, obviously. Unless they have another Ephemerate, which would suck. Ephemerate the worst. All right, they drew a non-land. They definitely have an Ephemerate. Crack Heath. Get Forest. Play Wrenn. Play Kataki. I mean, I have 2 artifacts in play, so sure. That's a spirit, not an elemental. All right, so we'll go to our turn, and I'll pay for my artifacts. No problem. Pay for that. And yeah, actually, I want to hold this for Omnath. That makes sense. So, and we'll pay 1 off of whatever this. Sure. And then we'll draw Teferi Time Raveler. Teferi is pretty good, actually. We can bounce our Stoneforge Mystic. So let's minus and kill Risen Reef. Attack with our Stoneforge for 2. And then we're going to play Teferi. And we're going to bounce our Stoneforge and draw a card. And draw Urza Saga. No, fetch land! Ugh. Stop drawing fetch lands. Alright, that sucks. But sure. Wrenn's on 3. Alright, we're just gonna say go, unfortunately. I'm telling you, cut 1 Saga for 1 fetchable land, you know? Alright, so now they attack. Definitely blocking Kataki with Sentinel, because Sentinel's not doing much right now anyway. And I want to, even though Wrenn could kill this, I'd rather just trade off and not pay my taxes here. Because now I have Stoneforge to do, so. And then the question is, do I want to keep Wrenn alive? Not really, honestly. I think Wrenn's whatever at this point. It does keep Risen Reef in check. They have more Risen Reefs. But with more mana, I can use Stoneforge better, so this is fine. Let Wrenn die. Now, 100% drawing Urza Saga of his turn. Like 110%. It's not even close. But Urza Saga, right off the top. Another Abundant Growth. So now the problem is, like, they're just getting in Yorion range. If a game's kind of got, slowed down a bit, and they just get to play Yorion, draw 5 cards off of it for free, which is just like... This, the 4-color deck in Modern is definitely like a compendium of every design mistake of the last 5 years, all put into one deck for the most part. Except for Kataki. Kataki's cool. I like Kataki. All right, go on. What else you got for me here? Teferi's still in play. It doesn't really matter that much, I guess, but... Ice Fang, Sorcery Speed. Makes sense. They just keep doing things. Stop doing things. What? Chalice of the Void? What?
Somebody's playing a prank on me.
I don't usually use my soundboard for cool stuff videos, but every once in a while, I can't help myself. All right, well, that's ridiculous, obviously, but sure. I've been sitting with this Wrenn play for 10 turns, trying to draw a Saga. The one turn I decided to give it up, we draw Saga the next turn, but whatever, that's fine. They have 2 cards in hand. They're very close to Yorion. We can't cast any 1-mana spells. Unfreaking believable. All right, so play Saga, play Stoneforge. We can play Sword of Fire and Ice and just equip it. But they have like Solitude, Shadow Spear. Could just cast Batterskull also. The Batterskull is like not the most exciting card right now. Sucks you can't put the sword on the Noble Hierarch and then attack also, obviously, but they have 2 cards in hand. Again, once they Yorion, things really hit the fan. So I think it's sword. Just like sword equip. Oh, duh, I'm so dumb. I totally forgot I had Sigarda's Aid. All right, we're good. Never mind. What am I thinking? All right, I stacked things backwards too. Whatever. Yeah, I just totally forgot that. Yeah, all right, so put that here. Just Sigarda's Aid hasn't mattered in a long time. Totally forgot about Sigarda's Aid. So I could actually put Batterskull. This is much better though. So let's cast. Let's do this. Let's attack with our Noble Hierarch, and we're gonna deal with damage. We're gonna exalt it. We're gonna kill the Ice Fang. Make their Yori a little worse. Deal with damage here. Draw a card. Yeah, my bad. Totally forgot. Magnetic Theft. I can't cast if it's a Chalice in play. Sure, that's fine. Excited for a second there, but that's okay. So untap. They're coming after Teferi. It's fine. Teferi's kind of whatever here, honestly. So, and now we got our sword rocking and rolling. Now start making some constructs. Get Shadow Spear. End of turn. All right, untap. Ooh, okay. 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 All right, so we're going to make a construct first. So once the Puresteel resolves, I can use the ability instantly without passing priority. And then we're going to cast Puresteel Paladin. I have 3 artifacts. As soon as this resolves, I can use the equip ability immediately so they can't kill the Paladin in response. I always get at least 1 equip off of it. And then it's going to go on, I think, the Stoneforge, because I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket here. Let's put that there. And we are going to attempt to jam. They have 3 cards in hand. Something's obviously up here. A hard cast Solitude would be pretty annoying, honestly, but we can just re-equip on other stuff. So, like hard cast Solitude, eat the Stoneforge, block the Noble Hierarch. Sure. And then next turn I get to make a construct and get a hammer. So eat that. I gain a bajunch of life. A bajunch of life. Sure. That dies. Gain 3. And I'll put the hammer on the hammer on the Paladin. And the sword on the construct. Sure. This way it protects against Teferi bouncing the construct, which I kind of like, so. All right. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So, 3 cards in hand. Only 5 mana, so they can't Yori. They actually can't Ephemerate anymore. Chalice the Void's weird. I don't know. I mentioned Ephemerate earlier. I just forgot about the fact they have Chalice in play, because it hasn't really mattered that much lately. But this is going to be a 7/7 next turn. We have Shadow Spear on the hook here also. Fetch and play Magus of the Moon to kill the Urza Saga. All right, so that's kind of annoying, but it really isn't that bad, I don't think, by Yorion. So now we just have 2 They have to block this or they kill the Magus. Ragavan. Nope, I can't. They have Chalice. Even if I dash it for 2, it still has a mana value of 1. I believe. Actually, I'm not sure. I'm gonna look that up. Hold on. Okay, so you can't play Ragavan even if you dash it into a Chalice. Even though you're spending 2 to cast a spell, its mana value is still 1. So, we just jam them. So we tackle both. I don't want to move anything anywhere, right? No, this is all pretty good. They have to chump block the Solitude on the sword, or I kill the Magus. They have to chump block, and they just take 12. All right, sure, attack. The problem is now they have Yori, and they're just like berries and card advantage probably, but let's see what happens. I might just block with the Magus, honestly, because like killing the Saga is the important part. Sure. I mean, Solitude dying is at least really important because now they can't just blink it, but they can play Yorion and blink Growth, and Oath. We're in somewhat sketchy territory here. Yorion's a pretty dumb card. I guess the Yorion can't block the sword though, and we have the hammer. They're at 23. All right, so here's Yorion. Blink Growth, Oath. I think they tap wrong there, leaving the plan. It doesn't actually matter, I guess, but all right, so they get to draw a bunch of cards, but Yorion can't really block either of these creatures effectively. They're drawing 3 cards. So obviously the problem here is if they just draw Solitude or Force of Vigor, but we'll see, I guess. Oath reveals Wrenn and Six. Okay, that's fine. That's like not irrelevant. Actually, they Boseiju. It is relevant, but untap and draw another Ragavan. So we're just gonna put the hammer on the sword and just smash for a bajillion here, right? We're going all in. They drew Solitude. They drew Solitude. Whatever. Put this here. All right. I mean, plays enough Solitude, I guess. Does it attack for effectively 17? Draw a card. Oh, come on. Oh no, they drew a second Boseiju. Oh. And now I don't have any artifacts left. All right, we're dead. All right, they win. You got me. I could have put whatever. I'm despondent now. Now we're just dead. Now they just have 17 cards in their hand, and they have a Wrenn for Boseiju and yada yada yada. All right, that sucks. That's a sucky game. We were super in that game. We drew Urza Saga at exactly the wrong time, and now they've played Yorion and turned the corner. Wonder if Yorion will be legal in Modern this time next year, as a companion at least. I think the companion rules a pile of crap. They put so many band-aids on it at this point. Why not just throw the baby out with the bathwater? All right, play Sunbaked Canyon, draw a card. Yeah, all right. Yeah, now the Boseijus are just like, there's no downside because we were out of basics, so we're out of lands to get. You have Solitude anyway. All right, that's fine. You got me. I give up. All right. Close match though. Honestly, very close match up there until the very end. And definitely if we drew things in slightly different order, I think we were good that one. But that's all right.